Now, going on to the culture part of the podcast, you have Elon's friend Mario Nawfal apparently buying Twitter bots to make himself look good. Now, first of all, this is the antithesis of Elon's whole vision for the company. He bought the company, and one of the things that pissed him off the most about Twitter was the unprecedented amount of bots that were on the platform. And you saw this with a lot of social media companies, and there was no incentive for them to crack down on that. Partially because traditionally the banks, the investors, the biggest metric they looked for with these technology companies were the adoption rate and how many users they had. Profitability, be damned, that's something we can think about later. And historically, that business model has worked. Amazon took years to become profitable, and now it's one of the most powerful companies on the planet. But when it comes to Twitter, it was so annoying. I remember when I first signed up for Twitter back in the day, at Nick Topping, NICTOPPING, if you want to follow my tweets. But it's one of those interesting things where four out of the 5 first messages I got in my inbox were all clearly bots. Now, granted, those bots are probably more polite than most people I know, but still, they don't add value to your life. And Elon called Mario Nawfal a citizen journalist, and many should emulate him. Now, this particular guy set up many of the Twitter spaces when they first debuted that technology. It's basically a live stream, and I joined a couple of them, and they sound pretty interesting, but it just does not look good at all. Now, this story was broken thanks to a company or a Twitter handle by the name of Harsh Bastards, which, pardon the French if they're youngsters listening to this channel right now. Now, they leaked a document in which it was a contract between Mario Nawfal as well as Win Solutions, which A- for marketing. The guy's name was Win, so that's kind of cool, but it's a little disappointing because it's 2 N's, so it's not really it's not truly a win. Certainly not as cool as topping technologies. No one tops our services, some might say. But I digress. Now, Win Solutions, coincidentally, as soon as this news story broke, their website just crashed. Or more accurately, they took it off the web because they were ashamed of it. But Win Solutions presented a growth strategy contract to Mario Nawfal in which they told him they were going to achieve 100,000 Twitter followers over the course of 12 weeks. Now, you can see Mario's team agreeing to the terms. And the founder, Jared Wynn, also noted that they would do a trial and they would actually front end the costs and resources needed for Mario, any of his clients, that they sent Wynn's way. Now, Mario actually specifically asked, can these be detected? And could they buy bots for Twitter Spaces? Because the algorithm or the fancy tech behind Twitter Spaces, like many things on the internet, the more people that are in those rooms and the more people joining those conversations, the more it's recommended to other people who are not already in those conversations because it's trending, as the youth might say. And from an anecdotal evidence or just empirical evidence, if you just think about your day-to-day life, if you see a video where they're saying millions by millions of views, intrinsically more people are going to click that video, which is another reason to take the time to subscribe, share, comment, yada yada to this video. So more and more people will see the views and the comments and they'll be more intrigued. What could it be about? But I digress. Now, Wynn actually bragged, the technology company, they said, oh yeah, not only can we get you the numbers so that you artificially boost your Twitter Spaces, but we could also have the bots do claps, sending emojis, follow the speakers, doing retweets. So the technology is getting more and more advanced. Now, Elon should immediately just kick this guy off the platform. Because, again, this guy is consciously making decisions to try to make Twitter the antithesis, the actual opposite of what Elon bought it for. His first initiative on Twitter was to get rid of the unknown and the just almost uncountable vast number of bots on the platform. And this is one of the biggest critiques people said of why they don't like Twitter, in addition to the censorship. It's just there's so many bots. So Elon, in my opinion, needs to send a message that this not only does he not agree with this, but this type of behavior will not be tolerated on his platform, because he wants to be the platform to be for people. Although it is 2023, maybe bots are people. I don't know. That might be the next trend. Bots are people too. I don't know. Time shall tell. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in today. Don't forget to take the time to like, subscribe, and comment. We have a goal of trying to get up to 3,000 subscribers in July. We really appreciate all of your help. Also, don't forget to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.